As it relates to docket 2022-279-506-FC, count 1, terrorism causing death. Sentence of the court is that defendant shall serve life without the possibility of parole.
Good evening, I'm Shayna Humphreys. It was an emotional day in that Oakland County courtroom. Victims, witnesses, and even the shooter himself all spoke. For the first time today, he stood up and told the court that he knows he hurt many people, that he chose to do what he did, and that he's sorry. He also asked the judge to impose the sentence that his victims had asked for, which was life without parole.
I am a really bad person. I have done terrible things that no one should ever do. I have lied, been not trustworthy. I've hurt many people, and that's what I've done, and I'm not denying it.
His life sentence is, of course, just a small consolation for his victims and their families and the community scarred by his actions. CBS News Detroit's Terrell Bailey is in Oakland County with reaction to the sentencing.
It's been a heartbreaking day, another day filled with reminders of that fateful day 2 years ago when the lives of many in the Oxford community were ultimately changed. Today's sentencing of the shooter, though, begins a new chapter for the families of victims as they continue to vie for justice.
We feel that justice is getting there. There's still a lot of accountability, and there's still so much that needs to be addressed.
Life without the possibility of parole. That's what the Oxford school shooter's future will look like. It's a historic sentencing, as the shooter is the first person in America to be convicted of terrorism related to a school shooting.
Well, I hope it sends a strong message to everybody that, this is serious and will be taken seriously, and you'll be treated as such. I mean, you have terrorized a school, a community, a county, and a state.
During Friday's hearing, the shooter owned up to his deadly past, but from what the sheriff tells me, it's a recent change of heart.
He has not been apologetic in his behavior in our jail. And so, I think the judge delivered the appropriate sentence.
Parents tell us justice is getting there. Some say there's more accountability and other things that need to be addressed. Oakland County's executive told us in part the life sentence delivered by Judge Rowe closes one phase of accountability, and I hope it will allow the memories of those 4 bright lights to shine the way towards further healing, understanding, and commitment to protecting our children. As for the parents of the shooter, they're expected to have separate trials in the near future. Both have pled not guilty.
We hope that the next couple months will pan out in our favor again, and we look forward to getting some closure and moving on.
Still, parents, loved ones, and even local first responders hope this sentencing will send a message.
A message to anyone else that thinks they're going to get famous by shooting up a school, taking lives, coming up with a plan like that and following through. I thought his statements were insincere.
Now, the sheriff did tell me that he immediately requested that the Department of Corrections immediately transfer the shooter to prison. I asked exactly what kind of prison would the shooter be required to go to. He tells me that that is ultimately up to the Department of Corrections, but he says with the sentencing of life without the possibility of parole, more than likely the shooter will remain in a maximum security prison. In Oakland County tonight, Terrell Bailey, CBS News, Detroit.